Years and years ago, Ozzy Osbourne had a song called "Goodbye to Romance," and and I guess that song is kind of fitting for my little escapade with WhatsApp here. Um, I am. I was using WhatsApp to talk to people about getting a place to live. A very serious topic, not a bunch of bullshit. It was a serious topic, trying to get out of this fucking car and into either an apartment or a house. It's a very serious conversation to be having, and the seriousness of it can't be underestimated due to the fact that Google themselves will tell you that this summer is supposed to be 120 degrees in the shade. This is Google saying this, not Von Helton. So, that being said, that's extremely fucking hot. Which means 120 in the shade means it'll be about 200 in this fucking car. Me and the dog have got to get out of here. We got to get out of this car. So obviously, talking about getting a place to live is a serious topic, right? It's not a joke. It's not a bit funny. All right, so WhatsApp, in their infinite stupidity, decides that they're going to listen to somebody, I don't know who, some troll, some hater, and ban my account on the advice of a damn domestic terrorist, which, by the way, is a felony. WhatsApp. Aiding and abetting a terrorist of any kind, even an internet terrorist, is a felony. At least it is here in the United States. I can't speak for Europe. But here in the United States, aiding and abetting a terrorist is a felony. Now, I don't know who it was that flagged my WhatsApp, nor do I give a shit. What I do care about, though, is that I had absolutely nothing to do with it. I did absolutely nothing wrong. And WhatsApp did reinstate my account. The problem is, though, is that WhatsApp is refusing to give me a code to turn my account back on so that I can use it. And once again, discuss the conversations that I was having about getting me a place to live. This is unfortunate because I really liked the program. I really liked WhatsApp. I really did. And they say, well, Bon, why don't you just fucking get a code? Well, you can't. See, in order to get a code, which is what I keep telling people, and it keeps going zoom right over their fucking head. In order to get a code, you have to have a working phone. You have to have a working text. They call you with the code by phone, and then you text back a reply to the code, and then you get your phone turned back on, or you get your software installed, in the case of Telegram and Signal, or any other software other than an app. Now, see, if something was in an app, most times if it's in an app, you don't need to go through the rigmarole of sending and receiving a code. But if you have to send and receive a code, you have to have a working phone and a working text. Well, I don't have a working phone or a working text. T-Mobile has bricked my mobile device. So, goodbye to romance. Goodbye to WhatsApp. Shakespeare. Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well, Alas, WhatsApp, I knew you well. And so I got to say goodbye to WhatsApp. Now, having said that, I am available on Google Chat. Google Chat does not require a code in order to operate. Thank the gods. In fact, Google Chat is integrated into the phone itself. So if you have Google native on your mobile device, you have Google Chat, most likely. Or you can download it for free without needing a damn security code or a password or any of that shit. So it makes it nice. So while I can no longer utilize WhatsApp, I do have Google Chat. I still have Zangi. And so those two things can still be utilized. But it's sad that WhatsApp, who did this to me, will not make it right. This is unfortunate. And I think WhatsApp should make it right, but they are adamant that I must get. Now get this. You know, they're not only adamant that I have to call and get a code. They insist that I have to get all new software and hardware at my expense for a mistake that they made. They listened to some smarmy ass troll and banned my account, and then found out, oops, it was a fucking troll. We got scammed. We got played. And they turned my shit back on. But now they won't give me a damn code to allow me to utilize the software. So it's their mistake. I did nothing wrong. They should make it right. They should give me a code to let me use the software. But they won't do it. But they want me to buy another SIM card at my expense, no less. Or even funnier, to get a whole new fucking service. You know, as like, you know, like going from T-Mobile to Comcast, let's say. You know, Comcrap, some people call it. But Comcast, you know, go from T-Mobile to Comcast, and it's like, well, you know, that costs money. You know, getting a SIM card even costs money. They want me to get a new SIM card. But now, you know, and I told these birds, I said, now wait a minute, if I get a new SIM card and I put it in there, all my previous information from the other SIM card is gone. Right? Yeah. Because all your data is stored on that SIM card. So when you get rid of the SIM card, all your data is gone. Right? Yeah. So, you know, they're saying, oh, well, you need a new SIM card, or you need to transfer to another service in order to utilize our software again. A mistake that they made, because I didn't do shit wrong. I don't break the law. I'm a model citizen. I don't break the law. Period. End of story. Why do you think these trolls can't put me in a jail cell somewhere? Because I don't break the law. Duh. That's why they can't do that shit. But this is really, it's funny in a way and it's sad in a way, because, you know, WhatsApp should understand that when they're the one that made the mistake, when they're the one that did something wrong, they should make it right. But they're wanting me to get money out of my pocket to fix a problem that they created. And see, that's not right. That's not right. There's no way in hell that would hold up in a court of law. No way. WhatsApp banned my account on the advice of a terrorist. Because I don't break the law. Ever. I don't break the law. I don't get out here and start a bunch of shit with nobody. I don't drink alcohol. I don't do drugs. I don't even smoke cigarettes now. I think I've been off cigarettes for about 10 years now or so. I don't get out here and start trouble. And then when WhatsApp found out, oh, wait, he wasn't the one that did it wrong, they turned my shit back on, to their credit. But they refuse to give me the code to let me use my software. And see, that's not right. That's their problem. They made the problem. They need to fix the problem, but they refuse. But they want me to spend my money getting either another SIM card or going with another service other than T-Mobile or Comcast or or Spectrum or whoever it was, whoever you use for your mobile device, And so, it cracks me up, in a way. I think it's funny in a way. I think it's sad in a way. I think it's depressing in a way, actually. Because I really liked WhatsApp. I really liked it. I loved the fact that, I could get on there and it wouldn't hurt my eyes because I had that background on there. So, anyways, I just thought I'd rant this morning because I can and because I should, because WhatsApp should make this right. It's their fuck up. They listen to, and what did Ronnie James Dio say? If you listen to fools what class? The mob rules. That was a quote from Ronnie James Dio. That was one of his favorite songs. One of his famous songs. Mob rules. If you listen to fools, the mob rules. And the mob did rule, didn't it? That mob of haters out there on the internet that hate me, they scored a victory. They got my WhatsApp took down. And so WhatsApp listened to a bunch of domestic terrorists on the internet and banned my WhatsApp account. And then they went back and they looked and they said, oh, wait a minute, he didn't do anything wrong. We got played. And so they turned my shit back on, to their credit. But now they're refusing to give me the damn code to use the software. And so, goodbye to romance, as Ozzy Osbourne sang. Goodbye to friends. Goodbye to romance, goodbye to friends. I forget all the lyrics, but it was a song from years and years ago by Ozzy Osbourne. Anyways, so I thought I'd get on here and rant a little bit and get that done. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here and went. Y'all have a pleasant day and a better tomorrow. Bye.